Hello and welcome, everybody, hey, one and all, to the third episode of our wonderful little messed up series we call Another Generic Podcast series. I am your host, Tyler Mystics, as always, and I am joined here, as always, with my good buddy here, James. Say hello, James.
Hello, everybody.
And we here as well. I'll have Kevin joining us here today. Say hello, Kevin.
Konnichiwa, motherfuckers.
And finally, my partner in crime, as always, with us today is Zero, who has mistakenly shoved about maybe 3 metric tons of fireworks up his ass while coming back to the States here.
Sup, bitches?
And that's no exaggeration either. He has probably purchased, again, like, how much did you spend on fireworks, by the way, when you went all the way out to, like, Pennsylvania, by any chance?
$400.
$400 worth of, and how much would it all be? Like, considering the fact that your whole half of your room is basically filled now with fireworks ready for the 4th of July that you probably didn't even think was coming up, so you just bought it all anyway.
No, I knew it was coming up. That's why I waited until the 4th. I just wanted fireworks because I had the opportunity to buy them.
And hello there, Vinny. How's it going in chat? And so yeah, we have watched Meat Canyon's latest video, Jawbreaker 2, and everybody still quiet? Is everybody quiet? Hold on, let me just raise everybody up.
Talking.
Yeah.
All right. Just raising everyone up a little bit.
You know how, like, you're hosting a podcast? We were letting you do that.
You be an asshole. And just say a lot of other fucked up random shit. Actually, I probably can't right now after everything I just saw.
Alright, so anyway, we got started by seeing quite possibly one of the greatest things I've ever seen on the internet, Meat Canyon's Jawbreaker 2. Lead this off with, this is a sequel to Jawbreaker, which, in my opinion, launched the guy's career, and now he's released a sequel, which is almost just as disturbing as the first one, and now we're gonna listen to James's reaction to it as he watches it, so go ahead and watch it, James.
Alright, I'm hitting play.
Okay.
The audio is horrifying. What the hell? Oh god, they're dead in the background!
Yes.
What the hell? Oh my lord. I'm just happy I don't see Plank amongst the corpses.
That would be very strange.
That would be very strange. Imagine if they did and his fucking jaw was just drawn off. His mouth was just like just like erased.
That would be terrifying.
That would have been a funny little gag. Man.
What the hell?
Oh
no.
Vinny says, yeah, Meat Canyon should be the guy who, like, does audiobooks, like horror audiobooks.
I need to hear that voice.
Oh my god. The way he says heaven just sends shivers up my spine.
Stop, I don't want to remember that.
And boys, and what is it? Ed's face is just horrifying. Oh
He's like
my
a slug.
God.
He's just a fucking horrifying slug.
Finish him. A more vibrant darkness? What?
A more vibrant darkness
Oh.
awaits us in the end.
Existence is behind you now, Kevin. Wow. Okay, that crack. Hearing it through your guys' audio is one thing. Hearing it in my own headphones is horror. What is he eating? Oh my lord, he just Pennywised it. Okay.
Oh man, we're just gonna have like a day where we're just gonna sit and watch all of Meat Canyon's videos and just like fucking wonder how the fuck he's still on YouTube.
The animation is superb.
Yeah, you gotta give it to him. His work is like incredible in my opinion. I would love to interview him on the podcast.
Wow, just that was damn.
I would love-
Whoever's Ed Boy's voice actor, please read an audiobook of an erotic novel. You'd make bank.
Eddie's voice actor. That's Meat Canyon, I think. He doesn't.
Autoerotic novel should he even read?
He should. Gilbert Gottfried to read 50 Shades. I mean, come on, guys.
Yeah, come on.
Hedrick Galbraith already did that. Vickley.
Gilbert Godry?
Gilbert
What the hell did
Gottfried.
you say?
I can't fucking put his name right. You know who I
Does he know
How could you
Harry
ever
the Hummingbird Watson?
Harry the Hummingbird Watson is the world record holder for the world's fastest ejaculation by 12.5 meters per second.
I'm already laughing like a hyena. Can we not? I need to get through this, Tyler. I'm gonna pass out if I laugh that hard again. Oh, sweet mother of God!
That's what he said too after he finished ejaculating.
I'm gonna. At this point, we're all gonna make bets to see how long it's gonna take us to mention Harry the Hummingbird Watson or ejaculation on the podcast.
12.5 seconds. Just the oh my God!
Okay. All right. Okay. All right. So on to the main topic of today's podcast for today. And that is the horror genre and what it has its effect on us as the audience and what it has on today's media as a whole, basically. So as
Fucking jawbreakers.
Jailbreak, I would say definitely Meat Canyon like fits like in the whole. I guess it's not horror per se, but it's more like just disturbing wise.
Scared the shit out of me. You can't hear my fucking voice.
Horror
Yeah.
is meant to evoke a sense of dread and terror, and hearing Ed Boy's voice that way and seeing his hands grab the pale flesh of the jaw of Kevin yeah, it is Kevin. The jaw of Kevin and just rip that son of a bitch right off like it was a goddamn post-it note. It was
Oh my
terrifying, but
Jesus.
also arousing.
Yeah. So anybody.
From that.
So if anybody's interested in watching what we just watched, it's Jawbreakers 2 by Meat Canyon. Go look at their stuff. Go follow his stuff. Go subscribe, like the video, comment down below, comment something nice and beautiful because the man deserves it entirely, 110%.
I agree about this. My God, please don't say Kevin again in that voice.
Don't ever say Kevin to the... if he ever comes on the podcast and we interview him, he's definitely gonna do that to fuck with you.
Kevin, retribution will be your only salvation. Like, what the fuck even
Kevin.
is the voice? It's not like he's so deep. It's almost like he's
Kevin.
guttural. Ugh. Oh, Kevin.
The silence of the many outweigh the loud of the few.
The sweet velvet darkness of retribution will cleanse your soul.
You sound like
Enjoy these final moments.
You sound like Buffalo Bill from the fucking Silence of the Lambs, James.
Great movie.
Puts the lotion on its skin, or else it gets the hose again.
He put the lotion in the fucking basket.
Why are you doing this? Just lowers the basket slowly towards her, doesn't respond. I think we all need to know why Bill was doing any of that.
Nobody needs to know. That's the point of everything. Does he actually... Murderific, my main meth. Does he actually write this stuff? I have no clue. No clue whatsoever.
I'd hope he does, because like if you can make that off the top of your head, you deserve a phone call.
You deserve... Yeah, a phone call from a freaking wellness center to see how you're doing.
Most likely.
I mean, heck, Right. But yeah, getting into a topic real quick, I was probably not the biggest fan of horror for like the longest time because it had like an adverse effect of me like on me as a kid. Like honestly, like I've seen like some of like the really like old horror movies. Like I've probably seen like maybe the first Halloween film, like but especially Nightmare on Elm Street I remember most vividly. Like it being affected by as a kid. Um but that was me as a kid back then and I'm an adult nowadays. Nice. Nice. But like back when I was a kid, I really like thought like it got to the point where I didn't really think like a lot of the stuff was like I thought like I was mixing like a dream and reality because it was hard for me to differentiate my dreams and stuff, so I had like really vividly like ultra realistic dreams and shit. It was just like so it's just like I was always scared like 24/7 like half the time.
I think that's
I'm
just called maturing.
And nowadays, like I'm fine nowadays, but like holy shit, like it was like I was just long story short though, it really got bad though. But now I've grown like and appreciate the genre as like a whole basically. Like I think I have like a Dead Meats like pot like channel to thank for that as well. Huge shout out to that channel by the way if anybody doesn't know about that. Last podcast before the world explodes. let's hang loose. Thanks. Yeah, thanks, man.
Well, if it is going to be the last podcast, I wrote, might as well get my fireworks lit.
The fireworks.
Oh,
He's gonna get the fireworks out for this shit, really?
no.
They're right next to me. I have a lighter that's right on top of it.
No, you crazy bastard.
I mean,
yeah.
if you do it
I know.
right.
But I like how
Encourage the man.
but yeah. The horror genre itself, like, has kind of like spread itself from just being like it within like a realm of just like movies that just scare people to just like so many different subgenres. It's like almost ridiculous. Like you have like the Evil
Oh,
Dead
God, yeah.
movies with horror comedy and such with Sam Raimi at the helm, and you have like that. You have sci-fi horror with Alien and Aliens and stuff, and you also have Predator, which is action horror basically. It's amazing like how much you can like. It's basically like horror became like one of like this one genre only to like be spread and like become like a spice for pretty much everything else, you know?
Yeah, it's incredible to see like that emotional response it could evoke. Because I would even go as far, and I know I'm being a total literary dork here, but like if you go back to the oldest stories told in human history, they were scary stories to keep kids from doing stupid shit at night. Like when you think about like Jack and the Beanstalk and stuff, to them that was horror. Like for a
Like-
time.
like
Horror stories that keep kids from doing shit at night. I got one.
yeah.
Oh boy.
All right, so apparently, I believe this was either Thailand or Vietnam. I think it was Thailand. But
Tyler in the Vietnam. What?
Thailand. after-
Thailand or Vietnam, not Tylerland, Tyler. That's next year.
Fucking Thailand just becomes Tylerland like after I get there. Like I just get off the plane and I just be like, I'm colonizing this place, it's mine now. And I just put aviators on.
Colonize you, know, scrub your ass
it'll
up.
become Thailand, and then all the lady boys will shout.
I'm already the richest man in Thailand.
Anyway, so apparently Thailand didn't have a lot of serial killers until one day someone from Vietnam immigrated to Thailand.
Are you
Yeah?
suggesting serial killers migrate?
It's almost like Jack the Ripper all over again.
No, Jack the Ripper's a myth. He ain't no one. That was just some sick dude who hired prostitutes to kill, and then he fucking jizzed all over the organs, and fucking use their and then like fucking sniff their stockings and use their panties to wipe themselves when they were done.
And let's have a censored topic here because we just got demonetized.
We don't get
Yeah,
paid.
just okay. I got nothing on that one. I was gonna make a joke that who the fuck did Sherlock Holmes hunt for an entire game, but all right, way to
That
take
was
it to there,
more
Zero.
Edgy, and you just say he hunted himself.
No, James
He would be
Mortuary.
killed.
Wait, are we talking Sherlock Holmes right now? It's not Mortuary, or is
Man,
that Jack the Ripper?
remember the part from the Pepper Ann intro where Pepper Ann is a superhero who tries to colonize an indigenous tribe? What the fuck? What are you talking about? What is Pepper Ann?
I mean, Superman did help swindle
No, not
Native Americans too.
No, not Superman. Pepper Ann, that Doug like
Oh.
cartoon, I think.
Pepper
The
Ann.
cartoon-
Pepper Ann.
Sounds like
That's
an
such a
brand of like McCormick or something.
basically.
It was a show about a tomboy.
Oh, fun.
Of course, it
With
was.
you and tomboys tonight, Zero.
Anyway,
He's got a thing for him a little bit.
Good for him. He could be himself, you know. A lot of people don't get that.
So long as he doesn't light up those fires.
anyway, this serial killer who migrated started killing the fuck out of people at night,
Yeah.
and then he died, and now they have his body in a museum.
They
Some
put
kid
his
walks out at night to keep killing people.
Whoa, hold on. You just skipped over that one important detail. Did you say that they put his body in a museum?
Yes.
Why?
I don't know. Why is Brad
I'm so curious
dick in a
about this.
jar, Tyler?
I mean,
Why did you just say why did they put Rasputin's dick in a jar?
Yeah.
yeah,
Back to that again.
yeah. The same reason they put Rasputin's dick in a jar is the same reason they put a serial killer in a museum.
I mean,
For
he did
science.
make an impact on history.
One.
So now, like,
We already have a group of people already saying, let's break that corpse out of that museum. Use Russia's greatest love machine. I'm sure.
so now the warning is: don't do shit at night in Thailand, or else this fucker's gonna come out and like fucking murder you.
No fucking way he targeted people that shit out in public. Are you telling me he's the poop killer?
Shitty cereals.
Shitty cereal.
Somebody hire me. I'm on fire with ideas on this fucking podcast. I swear.
Was that a fart in the wind? It might have been, or it would have been if it wasn't your last poop killer in theaters this summer.
You better wipe, because you'll never get the chance again.
Nope.
Wasn't there like
This fucker was a Chinese immigrant and he killed fucking children.
Wasn't there like a fucking wasn't there like an like I don't know what it was, but like I remember hearing about something like I don't know, but like I remember hearing about this idea where somebody says, "Oh, there's actually a toilet killer on the loose where he's actually hiding within the toilets and he kills you that way."
Can't toilet. Just to know I can't even take a shit in pee.
Like, yeah, it's like there's like I don't know why, but like whenever like when I was a kid, I had that like weird like feeling that like somebody was like somebody was like inside the toilet like waiting for me like with a knife and shit to like so he just stabs my asshole over and over again till I died. It's like so fucking weird.
What kind of shit
Do
is
you
that?
know?
It was an irrational fear as a kid. What would you expect?
You want to talk about an irrational fear?
Yeah.
So rats have the ability in inner cities to tread water for up to 72 hours.
What?
They get inside the sewer pipes, and they crawl up through the pipes into people's toilets.
What the fuck? How do they have the
Yeah.
lung capacity for that?
It's because of their webbed feet. They could tread water for 72 hours.
How does that explain that they have like? How's that like? How do their lungs
I don't know
work?
the layout of pipes. I saw it in a documentary. All right.
I'm not talking about the pipes. I'm talking about their pipes. The fucking rats' pipes.
Their bone structure is weird. They're able to flatten themselves to just squeeze through the pipes.
But how does that like allow them to breathe underwater? They have gills now.
No, it's not that they're breathing underwater. They're treading it because, like Zero said, their bodies, their bone structure is different. They can cushion themselves to get virtually anywhere, and because of the light, weird bone structure and their bones capacity itself, they can float.
Right.
It's terrifying.
Right. So, what you're saying is that just a normal like rat can climb within like, well, not really normal. Russian rats literally can just turn like they're basically like they basically like learned from both ducks and cats to become like the apex predator to stab like fucking people with their teeth like as they're taking a shit in Russia.
Yup. And it's not Russia, it's Norway. Norway is where the scary shit happens.
I thought Norway doesn't exist. Or was it
No,
like,
that's Finland. Finland
that's
doesn't exist.
Finland doesn't exist.
It's just Eastern Europe, man. Or Southern
Eastern
Europe.
Europe.
I can't remember which one. Too many inside jokes.
There's it's Southern Eastern Europe, I think.
Southeastern. That was it.
Southeastern, yes. That's south. It's not Finland. It's Southeastern Europe.
But what if you're Finnish? Then you're Southeastern European. Congratulations.
Found the video on it.
See how we're at. Yup.
Oh my god, I don't need to see this. Come on.
What the fuck did you say?
Y'all laughed at me. Y'all laughed at me.
I wasn't laughing.
Like being able to shit at a
It's
big
an
boy.
urban
I don't want
dweller's
to be able to
worst
shit at a
nightmare.
big boy. They said it comes up and eats my fucking
A rat.
shit.
Fuck talking fictional horror. I have knowledge.
Oh my fucking god.
I'll
actually
make you
watching
say
this
you'll never
right
go to
now.
the bathroom again.
Shh.
South, northern, eastern, western core of the planet, northwest and south, northern, easty. Oh my fucking god. I'm watching the video right now that you just posted, Zero. It's like, oh my fucking god. This is so fucking just fucked. I do not like rats. Like, in
Nobody
general.
Why? Anyway.
How is it like they can also be cute? How can mice be cute, but rats be so ugly?
Because rats are sewer-dwelling parasites that happen to have legs. It's a problem.
And disease. Don't
It's
forget
because
about
they
disease.
virtually eat anything.
Even each other.
Sounds like the Joker right now. Hi Ulysses, how's it going?
Can I eat my ex? I really appreciate the fucking ex.
Oh my god, Miner says the following. And rats are gonna be the only thing to save us from Thanos.
No, wait. Do you want to know how many rat babies a year the
Oh.
average couple of rats makes?
No.
Take a guess. Let's have a ballpark here. Under and over.
40.
About 1,000,
More, Tyler.
2,000,
More. Keep going.
10,000,
3,000 babies.
Wait, Tyler, what'd you say?
10,000.
The average rat couple a year will produce 10,000 descendants.
Get the fuck out of here. Are you serious right now?
They have an average of about, I'm trying to remember what it was. So the
welcome.
reason I know a lot about rats was because I had to teach an entire unit on a story called Three Skeleton Key. And as part of the unit to scare the shit out of the kids,
Yeah.
we did like a whole day on why rats are scary, which is how I know about the toilet shit and their ability to tread water. Because of that, we did like a thing. and it came up that they have 32, I think, per birthing sesh. I don't remember what it's called.
Hey man, Skaven weren't lying when they said they were going to take over the whole fucking world in Vermintide.
And whenever they get hungry or stressed,
There's only a horror movie on that where fucking rats become soup like what? They'll just
No,
multiply.
Dude, if you want to read it, yeah.
Vermintide is a Warhammer thing. It's literally like part of the End Time series where literally like the Skaven, which are the rat people in the Warhammer universe, like rise up and take over the entire world.
Please tell me the Skaven are playable in Total War 2.
Yes, they are. They're a playable race.
Then I
faction.
know what a race I'm maining.
Welcome, brother.
Oh. Hi. Hi.
Rats. We're rats. We're the rats. We stalk at night. We hunt at night. We're the rats.
so have any of y'all seen a good horror movie?
A what movie?
Just
Horror
in
movie?
general, or
But like a recent horror movie? I've been What?
I said a good one.
A good horror movie, you said?
Yeah.
Like, I honestly have seen bits and pieces of Hereditary, but I haven't watched the entire thing. It's weird. Like, every time I start it, like, I never bothered to finish it. Or, like, I just see bits and pieces throughout. I don't know what it is about it. Like, it's like, people said, oh my god, the director behind this and Midsommar are, like, really amazing. It's, like, really amazing. It's so thought-provoking, and everything about it is just beautiful. It's a horror masterpiece, and I'm just like, I liked the one with the people who got haunted by a Native American ghost.
Poltergeist.
Poltergeist. Yeah, I liked Poltergeist. Especially that I like that little bit where that woman, like that teenager girl that just yells out, "What's happening?" That I saw on the Daily Show once, and I love using it now in my editing. Just like, what's happening? What was that?
Yeah, that's Poltergeist. I think. I don't know.
I have yet to see Poltergeist.
What about you,
I
Cyril?
haven't sat through it, but
It's easier to see Poltergeist.
Let's see.
You're talking about the old Poltergeist or talking about the newer Poltergeist?
Here's the weird thing about the Poltergeist movie. Like, apparently all the actors from it died a mysterious death. Allegedly.
That's
Like,
great.
Either that, Poltergeist, or just poor health planning.
do you want to know something weird, too, by the way? Like, what is it with, like, the West and, like, trying to do something with the Grudge franchise? You know, like, they've, like, tried to do the Grudge once. Then they, like, I think they had a sequel after that, and then they rebooted it, like, in recent times. I didn't bother to see it, because it just looked terrible. And then they're just like, oh, yep, we're done. Yep, nothing to deal with this anymore. Just
Actually, here's one that I actually want to ask. Like, what's up with the whole fucking, like, chat room horror thing? Movies suddenly became suddenly
Dude,
horror.
started using FaceTime and pissed off their dad who liked to write horror films. That's probably what happened.
Unfriended.
It was just like, hey, let's go on Skype. Oh my god, we pissed someone off. Your ghost is on Skype. How is that even possible?
They're haunting the computer that's inside the house that we've only paid like for one lot bit to have in, because all the people that are in the like different houses apparently are in the same house all together. You can hear like
who the ghost is, and he comes out and says, "I am Techness," and I'm like,
I am Techno Lord. Just imagine.
One of them wasn't it just their? I think one of those they had their friend running around killing it.
Fucking ghost keeps using my data. I wouldn't say Hereditary is a masterpiece, but it's definitely better than the crap we're getting today. I'd have to agree from like the small things that I've said. It's probably way better than some of the shitty horror films we're getting nowadays.
Watch. And it wasn't even scary. It was fucking, what was it? It's a movie with what's her name? It's on Netflix.
Uh,
That narrows it down.
Sandra Bullock.
Yeah, the Sandra Bullock movie, the stupid blindfold movie.
Bird
Oh,
Box?
Bird Box.
There we go.
haven't-
Bird Box.
I haven't. I did
okay.
not see that movie out of principle because everybody seemed to love it, and I was just like, you know what? No, I'm not gonna watch it.
It's not even fun.
If it's ever won an award, it's not worth watching.
Oh my god.
Like, okay,
Like-
it's supposed to be some kind of like horror, right? Like you're not supposed to see the fucking monster coming, right?
It's like I guess like the whole idea is that you don't like is that it's supposed to provoke fear by like not by using the whole like tried and true like method of the unknown is the greatest of is like the greatest of fears basically. But oh my god though, like The Mist tried to do that too, and it was actually more of a fucking comedy actually than it was a horror film. The Mist.
Like the Mist
The
series.
1980s
we're talking about
one,
the Mist
yes.
series or the Mist movie.
The Mist the movie. The one where the guy
With the
kills
dead ghost pirates.
not the dead ghost pirates, but like I don't know, maybe, but like it was the one with the tentacles and shit.
And then at the end of
Like
it, the guy like kills his entire family, but then he sees like, oh, it's a group of people. He's like, oh shit, I killed my entire family for nothing.
It was the military that came in and swept up everything and like cleaned up everything like minutes like after he did that, and he just yelled like and screamed like at the last few minutes to himself as they were walking by, and then like he would
Mm. What just happened? Hello?
what was that?
My audio taking shit.
No,
My audio
I
took
can
a
hear
shit
you.
for a sec. Sorry, guys.
My bad.
What about you, Ciro? You good?
What?
You good, Ciro?
No, my audio also took a shit for like 5 seconds, and then I was able to hear everyone again.
Oh, okay. Cool. Man, remember Truth or Dare? I heard that movie was shit. Like, really shit.
There was a Truth or Dare movie.
Yeah, the one where like in the movie where they're like apparently they like had like some sort of artifact or like they uncovered some fucking evil that like possessed the game itself, so they had to like do Truth or Dare like almost infinitum, and like they had to keep taking dares or some shit because if they picked truth they died.
Oh, okay.
Remember that? Like,
I don't remember it at all.
Didn't watch it, but yeah, I remember hearing about it.
I know there was one where if you push the button in the box, it killed somebody you loved or something like that. There was a couple of them.
The box, I thought like the whole gist between the box is like, oh yeah, if you press this button you'll get $1 million. But if you but when you also press the button in the box, somebody in the world that you don't know will die.
Oh yeah.
Like
Where's the
something to
box?
that. Like
So it's wait. So is that $1 million per corpse?
It's not.
Like,
no, you gotta press the one. I think it's just like you press. It's the whole moral conundrum behind it.
there's a moral
Imagine
conundrum
that.
behind making $1 million.
You get $1 million, but somebody you know somewhere will die.
I pressed it.
You didn't even hesitate. Zero.
What if you push the button until you have no one left to lose, and this way you could just keep pushing the button for the end of time?
Who the
No,
fuck's gonna be left to even use the goddamn money on?
You said you had
Hookers
to
and
love
love.
somebody, right? I know there was a book I read where it was a immortal assassin, and every time he died, one of his extra lives was somebody he loved. That was a good series.
Is that an Audible series?
Yes, it is. Night Angel trilogy, 10 out of 10. I highly recommend. Brent Weeks is a fucking god.
And that brings us to this week's sponsor is not Audible, surprisingly enough, because we're not popular enough to have sponsors yet. Audible's still a
We'll
good service,
recommend
though.
Raid Shadow Legends because everybody fucking recommends that goddamn game.
Raid Shadow Legends. Get 100,000 silver when you use our link today.
I
Raid
think
Shadow
the best
Legends.
use I've ever seen of fucking sponsor money was over on Polygon. They do this series called Unraveled with our Lord and Savior Brian David Gilbert, and he
Manscaped.
got Valorant to sponsor an episode, and he built the perfect gamer space with it.
Yeah.
And he just kept escalating it to the point where he ended up needing 7 green screens and a horse feed bag, and built a liquid cooled, milk cooled PC. Like, it was insane. He just
A
went fucking
liquid-
buck wild with it.
Liquid cooled, milk cooled PC.
Yeah, because he like ran into the problem of, okay, so now I'm sitting in my gamer space, but I need my milk when it sits on my desk isn't gonna get cool. So I thought of killing 2 birds with 1 stone, and he built a milk cooled PC.
A milk cooled PC.
Correct. I'll link the video to the podcast chat. It's fucking
I
great.
couldn't wrap my head around that. What?
Jesus Christ.
I'll listen. Unraveled is just the slow mental deterioration of this one dude, and it's just great.
I thought that was Germa 985, the slow mental collapse of somebody, but okay. I like Germa 985 though, he's cool. He's like one of the few streamers like I really like to watch.
I'll throw it into our podcast DMs that we have.
But yeah. And speaking of streamers though, Dr. Disrespect, one of the biggest streamers on Twitch is all of a sudden just banned out of nowhere, it seems, and for no and as he stated today, like he made a statement today stating that he was banned permanently, but he has no idea why, because Twitch did not give him any like reason for it.
That's
or whatsoever.
kind of Twitch's MO at this point, isn't it?
But here's the thing though, that's like for regular users of the platform though. But we're talking about the highest one of the highest viewed channels on Twitch currently. And he also signed a multi-year exclusivity streaming contract with Twitch. Like, that's in the millions, basically. And within the span of just a few days, essentially, he loses his Discord partnership and gets his Twitch channel banned. And nobody but except like a couple of people in the industry really know why it happened or what happened, basically. And they're not talking whatsoever. And some people are saying that he wanted to work for Tencent's new streaming platform that they're trying to push onto the West after Mixer was essentially deleted itself.
Damn.
Yeah. So nobody, it's like one of the biggest mysteries going on like right now on Twitch. Everybody's speculating what it could be, basically. And I guess real quick, as just a side segment, what do you guys think that is going on there?
I'm completely unaware of who we are talking about, so I can't say anything. Odds are it's just Twitch's guidelines being Twitch's guidelines and not working whatsoever. Because a lot of those platforms have the same issues as every other platform out there, where things that slip through the cracks and should be taken down aren't, and big content creators, or even small, are just trying to produce something to get their name out there, and they get fucked over.
Didn't that nerd sexually harass girls on Halo and record it for his YouTube? No, I don't think that was. I don't think that's the same guy, Miner. I don't think that's the same guy.
Well, then I hope he is burning somewhere.
Yeah,
for that.
what exactly happened after No, what exactly happened to Doctor Disrespect again? I heard
He
he
got
got
his
banned.
yeah,
I
he
didn't
got
know
banned.
why he got
Nobody knows, but that's his thing though. Nobody knows why except a few people in the industry, and they're not talking for some unknown
Then
reason.
you know it's gotta be bad.
Maybe an
I mean,
inside job.
it has to be like, it has to be freaking huge in my opinion, because it not only did they get if it was just his channel that got banned on Twitch, that's one thing, but now he's had his Discord partnership revoked, and Google changed his status as not as a well-known streamer to just a well-known internet personality. So if it's enough to get Google to edit like who you are, like on the internet, basically, some shit must have happened, and I have no idea. Like, nobody knows what's happening. Like, there's so many questions being circulated, so many theories, so many like speculations. It's like one of those big mysteries right now, and I guarantee you it's probably going to be the most disappointing thing ever when it comes out, like what actually is the real reason.
Oh, he just got tired and retired.
Dude, I have no idea.
Yeah. But yeah, I included the segment like before we started because I really wanted to talk about it. But yeah, let's
I just don't know anything about the issue to talk about it. Like,
same.
which I think is what happens too with a lot of like the streamer shit and with a lot of the internet shenaniganery. People will just be like, "Oh, they did this thing," and not actually do their research and make opinions about it.
yeah, that's true.
What we usually do most of the time. Us, but I mean just societies.
Yeah.
That's literally just the internet though in a nutshell. And Vinny says, has anyone seen A Quiet Place?
I have not,
No,
but I heard it wasn't that loud.
Yeah, I heard John Krasinski was good in it.
not see it yet.
It was trending today that people wanted John Krasinski and Emily Blunt to be the next Invisible Woman and Dr. Fantastic in the Fantastic Four movie.
Huh.
Yes. I could see him as a Reed Richards. Absolutely.
Yeah, I can see that actually. Maybe the next Benny Grimm though.
The next Grimm? Dwayne The Rock Johnson. Nah, I'm kidding. He
Because
can't.
No, do not put him as a thing. Lord,
who's gonna be the next? Who's gonna be the next Human Torch and Johnny Storm though?
That definitely has to be Chris Evans. He has to do that again, just for shits and giggles.
No, let him be. He's done. Listen, he did one of the best Steve Rogers in the history of Steve Roger adaptations. Let him be. He had a swan song. I cried. Let it die.
Let it die.
Let it
That's
die,
again.
let it die, let it shrivel up and die. Come on, everybody.
Hero.
That's fucking. That fucking Lorax song is gonna follow us to the fucking grave. I swear to God.
I am Lorax. I speak for the trees, but I don't know what they're saying. They're speaking Vietnamese.
No, as soon as we hit the grave, Danny DeVito is just gonna rise up from the dead and just sing it. Or whoever voice.
First of all, Jane DeVito's not going to rise from the dead.
Oh my God. But yeah. Who would do Doctor Doom in the new movie though?
It's going to be somebody very okay. Let me tell you something. Doctor Doom, they're fucking villains. If it does them, it has to do him right. If they do not, I will take a fucking shotgun to my goddamn head. I'll point it at somebody.
So hear me out on this one.
I could just see you pointing it wrong, like at your head, like you're trying to point it like to your forehead, like a pistol, basically. But it's like really awkward and shit, and your eyes are just bloodshot because you've had enough.
You know who would actually be a really badass Doctor Doom?
Who?
Keanu Reeves.
Maybe.
But yes, just because Keanu Reeves.
Maybe I kind of see it. What about Mads?
Doctor Strange, What is it? What? Sorry.
Nah, you go ahead. You go ahead.
No. I literally just stuttered. We're good. My
Okay.
brain farted.
Oh, all right. I was thinking, all right, what about Mads Mikkelsen or something like that to that degree?
Mads Mikkelsen. Let me see what he looks
Mads Mikkelsen. And- and- and he's known for like some of his weird roles, but
like. He was already the shitty villain in Doctor Strange.
was he? Was he like?
Yeah.
Wait, no. Wait a minute. Are you telling me he was Doramu?
No, he wasn't Damaru. He was the evil wizard working for
Oh, he's
Damaru.
the other one.
Who had a
Oh.
way bigger impact in the comics than he did on screen, but I digress.
Michael Fassbender could voice him while someone wears a suit. But then again, how would you voice
He's the
him without
Vulture already.
Yeah, he is the Vulture already.
No repeats. People need to be individual. Wasn't that scene in Endgame where you literally had the entire universe on one side? Not one of the greatest things ever. That's who we need. That's how it should be. Let people be unique and have their own role and not fucking repeats like Chris Evans with Johnny Storm. No.
It's fucking funny.
It's
So everybody just was like, "Hey, you look a lot like Captain America." Yeah, I get that a lot. Wow, it's a repeat.
a repeat.
Yes, it almost looks like America's ass.
It's America's ass right there.
That's
Oh, man.
America's ass.
That's goddamn lie.
Imagine the actor from Always Sunny in Philadelphia. That
Which actor? There are
That-
many good ones in that wheelhouse.
It's Dee's brother. I can't fucking remember his name.
Dennis.
Dennis. What if Dennis was fucking
Dennis
Human
would be
Torch?
the perfect egomaniac. Oh my god, yes please.
It's Would he be a good Doctor Doom or a good Human Torch though?
Human Torch.
Yeah, Human Torch. I see it. That'd be funny. Human Torch, actually.
So I just Googled out of curiosity who should play Doctor Doom, and Mads Mikkelsen is literally every result.
Vinny says that's Michael Keaton, who's the Vulture, not Fassbender.
Oh. My apologies.
Yeah.
According to Wikipedia, Mads Didman Mikkelsen R is a Danish actor.
Okay. He's got lazy. I was
Michael
like,
Fassbender was Magneto, but I could see him pulling it off. Because technically the X-Men aren't canon yet. So
Sir Ian McKellen as Doctor Doom.
No. Michael Fassbender in X-Men First Class when they aged him back.
Oh, okay.
oh my god, he actually could do it.
I could see him totally rocking that though. He did an excellent Magneto.
Definitely do a great Doctor Doom. Yeah, fuck it.
You know what? Yeah.
But I'm hoping he gets brought back as Magneto because he was the perfect actor for that character. He could portray his rage and his cool, calm, badass moments.
You just an Ian McKellen.
Ian McKellen was great too, but as a young Magneto, he was good. Magneto
All right.
will always be Ian McKenna first, but Michael Fassbender did an excellent job portraying a younger version of the character as he evolved into the Amazing Brotherhood.
We're talking
Yeah.
horror. Who would be a good Nightcrawler? I love Nightcrawler. Someone needs to play him.
Nightcrawler? Like as the new like X-Men, or are we talking about Nightcrawler as in like the movie Nightcrawler?
X-Men. Be able to play
Oh.
a good Nightcrawler.
Because I like the movie Nightcrawler a bit. But who would honestly be a good Nightcrawler? Someone has to have like an accent from like a X-Men Evolution too, because that accent stuck with me for Nightcrawler.
Oh,
Just every time people talk X-Men, I hear the theme song from the cartoon.
I mean, just the voice, like how they got James Earl Jones to voice Darth Vader, but it was some other guy walking around in the suit. I mean, yeah, but like, I mean, like we've already like seen Michael Fassbender like do Magneto. Oh, I mean, like, what's I mean, he probably wouldn't mind wearing the suit on top of it.
The issue is you need somebody who's got a recognizable face for the. I don't know. The X-Men is hard because you have no idea how many fucking mutants there are, and who I don't know what they're gonna do for the movie.
Honestly, like, I'm wondering who they're gonna get to replace Hugh Jackman as Wolverine.
At this point,
I
they
heard-
have to bring him back.
I heard they were getting the dude from Stranger Things who also did Hellboy, so I'm totally okay with that.
His name is Wolverine?
Mm-hmm.
Isn't he freakishly tall though? That guy.
Yeah, and Wolverine's not even tall. That's the one thing they actually kind of got wrong by Hugh Jackman. Like, Wolverine's short.
Then he should play Colossus.
They already got the perfect guy to play
yeah,
Colossus.
No, fucking guy from who plays Colossus. No, he's too damn perfect.
He's
Do you
already
think,
too perfect. CGI, dude. I
True.
fucking loved Negasonic Teenager and Colossus together in the Deadpool movies, and Deadpool just points out, "Yeah, it's weird that I only see you or Colossus around. It's almost like the studio couldn't afford more X-Men."
I still think the best line in Deadpool was when Colossus is like, "Come on, Deadpool, we need to go see Professor," and he just turns to him and
McAvoy or
goes,
Stewart.
McAvoy or Stewart. I can't keep track of this fucking timeline. Like, it was just great.
I thought he said something along the lines of McAvoy or Stewart. These timelines are getting confusing.
Essentially. Now I'm just looking at pictures of male actors because I'm trying to figure out who could play what. And half
Benny
of them are
has
already in the fucking MCU.
Mehdi does have a point. You wouldn't be able to see his face because he wears a mask, but you could like rework it to like his like where you can see his face where his like mask goes transparent and you see his face for a few seconds before it goes back. You know,
The
there's some
issue with Doctor
CGI
Doom is
bullshit.
you need to show how smart and wicked he truly is.
Also,
You
they
need
can't
somebody who
fuck
could
it
do
up.
that.
They cannot fuck it up and say, "Oh, he just got into the same kind of accent the Fantastic Four did." No, the guy's both a scientist and a fucking ridiculously overpowered warlock.
Remember when Deadpool like when Death left the Marvel universe for a second and Deadpool finally got the chance and opportunity to kill Doctor Doom and he couldn't do it because fucking Doctor Doom couldn't die at that point because Death literally left the universe. He's literally like, he's just like, I can't believe I actually did that. I took down I'm one of the universe's worst bad guys ever, and I'm gonna be known for this whatsoever. Then fucking Doctor Doom gets up like with bullets like falling out of his bullet wounds, and he fucking gets his armor back on. He shocks the shit out of fucking Deadpool and like singes him to like fucking ashes.
All right, I found out who should play Doctor Doom. It just took me a sec. I had to look up what his name was.
Wouldn't his face be burnt to shit though? I mean, that's makeup too, as well. You
Yeah,
don't
but
have to
need
make it as
someone
bad.
tall and brooding as him. That's the thing.
Super condescending. To have somebody pull off a super condescending voice for Doctor Doom.
I don't know what you guys watched. Did you see The Legend of Tarzan where it was him fighting against the one guy who's the villain in every movie?
Clayton.
He was the guy from. Yeah, I think so. Not Clayton. No. It was the live action ones where he went back to Africa and Harley Quinn was his wife.
Margot Robbie?
Yeah. It was the Tarzan movie with Margot Robbie and this other guy who I think would be perfect as Victor Von Doom. His name is Alexander Skarsgård. He was in True Blood as Eric Northman. He was kind of like an edgy vampire, but I feel like he could pull off that intimidating, calm, quiet scientist, but also that really mystical and just fucking badass warlock.
Come on, Alexander Skarsgård.
Why does that name sound so familiar to me?
Yeah, okay, this guy.
Show you a picture of it. Because
I've seen it,
if
like
you
a
see
few
a
movies.
picture of him, you'll know who it is.
Isn't he Pennywise's brother? Oh yeah, he is. He's Bill Skarsgård's brother.
I never realized that.
Yeah,
Wow, that's one
it's
hell
Bill's-
of a bloodline.
Can't
hell
really
of
pull
a
it off,
blood.
honestly.
And Pennywise Bill Skarsgård needs to play MODOK. I want to see that face on a floating robot head chair.
MODOK.
Watching like Shark Boy and Lava Girl, I kind of want to see that with George Lopez again.
What, George Lopez
You know
playing
what?
fucking like,
That's
MODOK. You seriously want
Wait,
fucking...
who the
you
fuck
s-
played Sinestro in that shitty Green Lantern movie? I
I don't
can't think
know.
of his name. He's on the Jaguar commercials. He would be the perfect Victor Von Doom because he's got the accent. He's always bald. I don't know.
He's always
See,
bald.
Dr.
Jason
Yeah.
Statham.
Not Jason Stamos. No.
Not
He was
Jason
in,
Statham.
The
That's
Kingsman
Jason
movies. He was Merlin.
He was Merlin in what?
He was Merlin in the Kingsman movies. In Sherlock Holmes, he played Blackwood.
Oh,
Give me a
hold on.
minute.
I found him.
I don't know what his name is, but he could
Mark Strong?
totally... Yeah.
Man, God. Yeah, maybe. I can see it. What about Jason Isaacs? He's got a good villain voice. Nice, Vinny says.
Jason Isaacs. He looks... See, I don't know. That's the thing with Victor Von Doom. Is he going to be old? Is he going to be young? The minute I saw his face, yes, he could totally do it. But depending on...
He should at least
What
be
they
older
go.
than the Fantastic
Victor
Four
Von
at the
Doom,
very
like,
least.
he's the same age as Reed Richards. They have a very big like past history.
I thought he was a couple of years older than Reed Richards.
A few years, but not like super old than it. Old.
Exact.
They went
yeah.
to school together. They worked on their grad school project together. They were brothers.
They were brothers. Anakin.
Oh, wait, can we get the guy who played Anakin Skywalker?
Hayden
Would be
Christensen?
funny, Victor Von Doom. I have the high ground. I am the high ground. I don't know.
Fuck.
And the question is, with Doctor Doom, who are you going to introduce him with? Because they could say, all right, this dude, Victor Von Doom, just showed up on the doorstep of the Magic University. Doctor Strange studied at. He could be one of those villains, too, because he was very versatile. Because he wasn't just a problem for the Four.
Yeah, that's the thing. That's what I keep saying. Like, yeah, he's like people keep forgetting he's not just like a mage. He's also like one of the smartest minds in Marvel. This way, imagine if you mix Iron Man together with Doctor Strange, actually Doctor Doom. Terrifying.
He was smarter. He was almost smarter than Tony Stark. Tony speared him a little bit.
Dr. Doom, yeah. Dude literally made his own country so he'd have, like, diplomatic immunity so they couldn't arrest him.
I forgot. Let's not even forget about it. That fucking guy has his own goddamn country.
Yeah, he
So did
runs his own...
Magneto when he got a fucking mutant genocide for it. Get in line. Make your own country. Thanos made his own universe twice. Blinked it out 3 times. Although Doctor Doom has one of the
One
best
time because he was
because
bored.
made Battle World. What?
Yeah, true, he did
One
make
time-
Battlefield.
One time because he was bored. We wiped it out once because he was bored and then brought it back.
Thanos, yeah. Thanos literally, I think it was Infinity. I think it was just called Infinity, that storyline. But he made it. What is it? He blew up. He said, you know what? Fuck it. I'm going all or nothing this time. And blinked the entire universe out of existence. And then he sat there in this void. I don't know how long for. We don't know because time, didn't exist. And he was just like, wait a minute. Maybe existence in life wasn't the problem. Maybe I'm the problem. And then he snapped himself out of existence and everybody else back into it.
Wow. Thanos...
Yeah.
Thanos literally became Hitler that day. He became the hero that killed Hitler.
Yeah.
Killed him, Jesus.
The hero that killed Hitler. Yeah, the dude was a pretty cool guy.
Technically, he killed him and then brought him back.
Is Zero
and then
still
committed
alive?
suicide. We
I don't know.
know.
He's still alive. Yeah, I don't. Yeah, what's up, dude? You okay?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Chill,
Are you?
fireworks?
Are you?
Imagine what the hell is gonna blow up first?
Oh my god! I heard that fizz happen, and I was just getting worried for a second because I tabbed away and shit. I thought Zero actually lit a firework in his house.
Charles, I'm warning Tyler. Tell him you're not gonna blow up anything.
Zero, don't blow
I'm
anything.
not gonna blow up anything unless it's a red light camera.
Okay, Zero, do not blow up anything, especially if it's a red light camera.
Here's
Oh,
the
no.
thing.
Oh.
Here's the thing I want to bring up too. With all these protests going on, like, why aren't these like? Why isn't like everybody like getting together like for destroying these freaking red light cameras too? By the way, while we're at it.
Because they're not part of systemic racism, Tyler. They just see license plate numbers.
Yeah, that's yeah, but you can make up some bullshit statistic. I would say.
Quick,
Like,
someone make a bullshit statistic.
I'm just saying, like, it's an opportunity to do some real good in the world.
The
I remember
fucking
one
real
time
good in the world.
Some dude ran his car through a red light camera.
So allegedly, for the MCU stuff, I hate to go back to it, but next up, allegedly, we're dealing with something called the Ten Rings.
Ah,
The
yeah.
And
The
for those who
Mandalore,
don't follow Marvel,
the
Mandarin had the
Mandarin.
10 Rings of Makluan. So there is a chance we will see Ben Kingsley actually become the villain he deserved to be.
Ben Kingsley.
Yeah, he's the actor who played the Mandarin in Iron Man 3.
quote unquote introduced as Mandarin, but let's be honest.
No, he's the Mandarin, and I think they're gonna do that.
He actually turns around to actually be the actual fucking Mandarin. I'll be like, so where was this in the first place? Kind of waiting.
Shang-Chi wasn't a thing yet.
Didn't he?
Well, Shang-Chi is basically Marvel's attempt at like saying we're sorry for Iron Fist. Like, better be.
Sorry for what? Iron Fist.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that was a travesty.
that's like the one. Like, I think that's I think everybody was like surprised that that was the fucking series that flopped.
That was a series everyone was so hyped for.
Yeah, everyone was hyped for the
Because-
Iron Fist series.
Oh.
Yeah.
So what was wrong with it exactly? Because I didn't see it.
So you know motion sickness, Tyler?
Yeah.
So you know how like, and no offense to those who work for the MCU and praise the almighty Lord and Mouse who is responsible for Disney, but the camera work in some of the Marvel movies when it comes to the fights is a little shaky and jump cutty. It got better, don't get me wrong, but like when you're talking about the original phase 1, phase 2 of the MCU, things got a little fucky when it came to fighting. But by Civil War, they had it down, and that's why we had some of the best scenes in all of moviedom within the last few years. However, Iron Fist was a result of essentially not the D-list, the fucking Z-list crew having to make a show in very limited time with a very limited budget.
Oh.
And that's what happened with Iron Fist. And even because of the success, Netflix, it was they got too big too fast. They tried to do too much too quickly, and as a result of that, the schedules got fucked up because they overlapped his filming of the Defenders with Iron Fist. And they said, "Oh, we're going to do Iron Fist first. We need to have that out before the Defenders." And they're like, "Whoa, whoa, 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 whoa! We had a whole story planned for that later." And hey, Iron Fist hasn't taken the martial arts training he needs yet to be fucking Iron Fist. And Disney just yelled, "Do it now." And thus, you got the travesty that was Iron Fist. It could have been really good, but it was just so hard to watch. The fights gave me motion sickness, and I almost threw up watching it. That's how bad the cuts were. It was just, ugh.
So wait, the main actor like didn't get like martial arts training or enough of it?
No, he didn't have enough in time to film Iron Fist. But then if you watch The Defenders, that was after he got his training, and it was fine.
It was okay-ish. I'll give it that.
But yeah. This reminds me, speaking of comics though, and jumping back into more of the main topic of discussion that was supposed to be for the podcast. I'm not faulting anybody. I'm not faulting anybody for that. I really enjoy like getting off track when it comes to this sort of shit. But like, and
Horror.
horror, yes.
That are scary. Oh, I
I
thought
think-
you could bring this up about horror. The fucking possums back again. For you viewers at home, there's a possum that likes to come around every now and then at my back door and just hang upside down there and scratch at my back door. It's terrifying as shit, honestly.
Just get a gun and shoot
What's
it.
the fight, Kevin?
No.
Buy a gun and shoot it in its little squirrely face.
Break its head.
What the fuck? I'm not shooting it.
Break its head. Grab a
Fucking-
shovel, smash its head open.
No.
A lot faster than they look. So by the time I try and get a shovel to go bash its head in, crawl into places I'd rather not talk about.
All right, so more serious to the point outside of just this fucked up joking we do on it. Like, I think it's best to have the possums laying around because they eat ticks and shit. I know that for a fact.
I mean, yes, killing too many of one species will result in the ecosystem combusting. However, if one is on your porch, smite it with the shovel.
Just, yeah, man, come on, just be Shovel Knight for once. Hop on that shovel. Hop on the shovel, do a double jump.
Start jumping. Just, ugh.
Fucking conquer that shit.
Yeah, sure. Why the fuck not? Yeah, you know, I'll go be shovel right now. Do that right now. I'll go get my fucking shovel. Or oh, Jeff, what up with my shovel? I you in the goddamn head, and yes, I named it Jeff.
You named the possum Jeff. He's now your pet now. I hope you know that.
Oh, he's not. He's calling him something. I can keep calling him the possum. Just said fucking him. So I call him Jeff.
Just fucking call him Jeff. But yeah, and bringing horror and comics into this discussion real quick. I do remember reading this one comic series real quick called Cross, and it's by far the most goriest and most shockingly disgusting thing I've ever read.
Oh.
To the extent, but it's like I think it's like probably like the one comic series where I just got like almost slightly offended by like everything about it. But like only like I say that in like the most honest like I say that like speaking honestly from it though, like if you want like a really good shock piece that just delivers like violence incarnates and just horrible shit in general and just showing like the absolute pinnacle evil like insanity of the human race has to offer, basically, like just read this series because like it's basically like if The Walking Dead happened, but like instead of zombies it makes like this sort of like infectious like venomous rash like on your face, like in the face, like in the shape of a cross essentially. Hey, and this like infectious disease like doesn't turn you into a zombie, it just turned you into like the most vile human like you could possibly become.
Describing it sounds like Florida. Just you know.
What is the name of the series? Because that's gonna be on my list.
It's called Crossed, I think, or Cross.
Okay.
Florida.
It's basically fucking Florida novel. I have family in Florida, you'll have you know, and you're like a stone's throw from Florida, I think.
Same here.
Everybody's got
Except for anybody that you know in Florida. Jesus.
everybody.
Yeah, I have family in Florida,
I'm just fucking with you, dude. Oh, chill out.
and I can tell you that Florida's filled with meth heads. And
Does shock really count as horror, though? In my honest opinion, it's just another subgenre of horror because you do feel horrified when you see like a shock piece as this, in my opinion. It's like, it's a strange subgenre. I wouldn't honestly consider it like as a horror genre, or like something like along the lines of other horrors, basically. But it's honestly like one of the only few things I can come up with, because it's like I haven't really read like that many comics in recent times, but it definitely has like it does like it is like a really horrifying like there's a lot of horrifying things in it. And but yeah, like I guess saying it's just a shock piece is like a little degrading to the initial work, because I mean, yeah, I guess that's the whole point of it, is to like make you feel disgusted.
Crossed. Yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh, who's it published by? Oh, it's a whole comic label, Tyler.
Is it a cold comic label?
Oh, wait, no. Never mind, I read the wrong thing. Oh, wait, I found something better. Cross Comics. What is it? The Canadian Shield. Wow.
The Canadian
okay.
Shield.
Shield.
Cross Comics Heroes. So apparently, Cross Comics is a Canadian comic company that specializes in making Bible-friendly comic book adventures.
Bible-friendly comic book
Really?
adventures?
I don't know. I'm not looking at it. Crossed Comics.
It's just called Crossed.
I
Crossed.
get crossed by fucking hearing that. From
Yeah, this looks mean. I'll have to read that.
Fucking what was a Bible man back in the day. Okay.
I'll post a
Bible
couple
Man.
of
Was great. Anyway,
I'll post a couple of the covers in the DMs real quick, so you know what I'm talking about.
yep, I just saw one of them online. I'll watch that later. You know what it kind of gives me the vibe of a little bit, and I know Kevin wanted to talk about it, and I definitely want to talk about it because it's literally one of my favorite fucking things of all time.
What is it?
Hellsing.
Oh, here we go.
Take it away, Kevin.
Let's see. Helsing. It's about a guy who becomes a vampire. He gets beaten, gets put into servitude. Okay, I didn't need to see that. He gets put into servitude. Jesus Christ. He gets put into servitude, and he basically works for what's known as the Helsing organization. It just basically kills the shit out of I can't fucking unsee that.
Kevin, you know what I just realized?
But
Alucard is the ultimate emo simp.
I'm like, yeah, definitely. But can we really call him an emo simp?
Which one ended up getting an anime? I think both of the.
Yeah, Edgelord simp.
Which ended up getting an anime? Oh yeah. Are we talking about the anime or the shitty Hugh Jackman movie?
Not the shitty Hugh Jackman movie. No, we are talking about the glorious Bible that is the Hellsing manga by Kota Hirano.
Also, if you guys don't know, he also came out with another it was another anime, I think, came out a while back. It was called Drifters, which honestly, oh god. That show deserves more love. One season. That's all we got out of it. Fucking amazing.
Drifters.
Basically, imagine Fate Stay Night, but imagine it in that, like, the animation of, like, Hellsing.
That
Jeez.
sounds really good. I love his work. His work is really fucked up, though.
It's fucked up, but honestly, it's just so fucking great. Like, let's imagine fucking Vlad the Impaler coming back as a, I guess, century then, like, with the early 1900s, right? It was like the late 2000s.
He comes back like it's definitely after World War II though.
What
Like-
is Drifters
Well,
or Hellsing?
Oh no, with Hellsing. I don't know about anything about Drifters.
Hellsing is supposed to be World War III.
Wow.
So,
World War III with London bridge burning down.
Drifters, that guy started off with a hentai. I mean, you gotta start somewhere, you know.
Well, I mean,
yeah,
that's-
his work is
you know,
very, yeah.
School of the Dead also started as a fucking hentai. I mean, the guy who the writer and drawer for High School of the Dead, that also started to hentai as well. And look how that came out.
And now he's gone, unfortunately, and we'll never see a conclusion.
Let's be honest. Titty fucking, high school girls running around fucking zombies. They're honestly gonna get fucking gangbanged by zombies.
High
Shocker.
School of the Dead was fucking great. I wish it would have gotten more seasons. I liked it.
Did any woman in that show wear a bra?
What the fuck is a bra?
The fuck is a bra
No.
in High School of the Dead?
He's like, no.
First thing we got rid of.
I mean, hey, if it sells manga, sex sells, people. Even if it's drawn, it still sells.
I honestly didn't like High School of the Dead. I thought it was
If you liked Monster Musume, I'm judging you for that, but still.
I could see why you wouldn't like High School of the Dead because it is very brain dead plot wise.
He fucking he only likes Monster Musume because of the freaking arachnid girl.
yeah,
Was her
He
favorite?
likes
yeah,
he likes the spider girl.
What Slime Girl?
yeah.
Slime
Girl, like-
girls, where?
Gee, how would you
She's
fuck
like
with Slime
third.
Girl?
We started off.
Kevin, it's all fuckable. Like, hello.
We
Oh my God,
all
wait,
started.
Did she turn into the fucking? Oh my God, let me stop thinking about this.
This is what happens. We don't have. This is what happens. We don't have. I have 3 topics we want to discuss. We just divulge and just start talking about hentai now.
About Helsing, and then we came into this.
I was trying to steer it in the right direction. I swear.
it's
Went from
it's
talking
not
about
true.
monsters
You
to
failed
talking about
us.
Fucking monsters.
You failed us as a co-host, James. I'm kicking you out of the podcast forever.
All right, bet. Let's go. I don't my Sunday's back anyway, assholes.
Get rid of me, pussy.
I'm half of your content. I love to see you try and go on without me. I'm kidding. All right. Yeah, Helsing's a fucking jam. And
Yeah.
a lot of anime, the horror genre, Jesus Christ. I know I mentioned this earlier. We were just like spitballing about what we're going to talk about.
Party.
Y'all ever hear Corpse Party? Yeah. What the fuck? Like,
Oh my
Zero,
God,
take
so-
it away.
that game.
Zero, take it away. He's the expert in this.
Zero, by all means, bring it on.
Okay, so at first it started off in like 1998. It was like an old Microsoft game. It's
Yeah.
about these high school kids who don't even look like high school kids
Anyway,
who try to do a ritual, but they fucked up the ritual.
You done fucked it up.
So then they get transported into Heavenly High School. No, Heavenly Elementary. And
Um,
someone gets turned into a fucking meat pile.
You mean the literal bucket, or are you talking about the girl up against the wall?
The girl up against the wall.
Ah,
The bucket is something else. But here's a little fun fact. In the tidbit, no, here's a little fun fact. In the 1998 version,
Yeah.
there's like a little girl in Corpse Party. She dies
yep.
in the fucking
Yeah,
toilet.
she does. Oh God, don't remind me of that. Yeah, but the way she killed, the way she goes out is fucked up.
Yeah. Like, there's a lot of fucking anime. Like, anime itself is like the one place to go to look at disturbing deaths in horror anime. Like, in general.
Yeah.
true. Have you ever seen another with the whole umbrella scene? I think everybody knows.
It's what
I
about
have.
Goosh Goosh?
Oh
What?
god.
Goosh? What the fuck is goosh
No,
goosh?
no. Fuck y'all. Fuck y'all.
I forgot.
Podcast is over.
How
We're
do
not
I
talking-
spell it?
No, don't even watch it. It's a guy getting fucked to death by an ugly fat guy who's just saying goosh goosh. I see it every
Isn't that
day. in my
Boku no
fucking-
Piku?
No, it's some other fucking anime, but it
No.
scares the fucking shit out of me.
I'm
I
so
feel like
sorry.
Anime is an entire category of shows.
What have I done? What have I brought about?
Fuck you and fuck your couch. We're not talking about goosh goosh.
Okay. All right, he's being
Zero.
serious. Guys,
Wait a minute. There's a line that Zero won't cross.
no, it's because it personally scarred him.
I mean, I got
Oh, I
personally
have to-
scarred by Dusk Till Dawn, and yet I have a fetish for vampires. Go on.
Everyone wants to fuck a vampire, but guess what? Their fucking genitals don't work.
Oh my god.
Okay, so what if they don't have genitals?
No, they have genitals. They just don't
Oh.
work like they're supposed to.
All right, so bringing it back to horror real quick. What is the first horror movie, hey, and like that has honest to God scared you?
The newest one. I got dragged and forced to see it with my friends, and it fucking has traumatized me for life. Great movie, but I literally couldn't sleep the night before I was gonna go see it.
Oh, so you saw it?
Yeah.
It-
The new
I
one.
can't. Honestly,
The
though,
first
the fucking,
one, not the second part. I haven't seen the second part out of fear.
the freaking and I liked it only for the memes that followed afterwards, like Pennywise dancing, like shit, like doing that little dance in that little machine thing, and then where he's just like doing the like fucking like Fortnite dance. It's just like the machine pops up, and then all of a sudden he's just do. Fucking
Yeah,
then
that just
and fucking I liked when Pennywise like I like when Hader in the second part he was playing like one of the older children.
yeah.
And he like that bit in the trailer like where Pennywise like is looking like in two different directions like a chameleon.
Yeah.
Yeah, apparently that's not CGI. Apparently Bill Skarsgård can actually do that. Like with his eyes.
That's horrifying.
Like literally Bill Hader walks up to him like and he's just like talking to him just out of nowhere. And like after like during filming and stuff, like he's in costume too as well. They're both in costume because they're like still filming on set and shit. Like somebody took pictures of it and like Bill Hader like asked him that like they're just having a friendly conversation and then Bill Hader was just like, "Oh, hey, by the way, like what do they do for you to like do your eyes and stuff?" And he's just like, "No, I don't no, they didn't do anything for my eyes. My eyes just do this, see?" And he just does it in front of him and Bill Hader freaks the fuck out and starts running away. It's the funniest shit I've ever seen.
I know he did that to one of the directors too.
That's funny. But I find it really like I find it a little like funny that fucking that Bill Hader, not Bill Hader, Bill Skarsgård
Mhm.
for the first film, he had a problem like scaring the children like without their permission. So like he was like always like before like they did a scary scene, he's just like, "Okay guys, I'm gonna scare you, is that okay?" Hey, and they're just like, "Yeah, it's okay, Bill." And he's like, "Okay, cool." He just
It's weird. So you know it's coming.
it's weird. It's weirdly wholesome though. Like it's actually wholesome when you think about it. He didn't want to like scar him that much, or like scare him that badly.
I know one of the scenes in the movie was like when they later on when they go to find Pennywise and find his lair and where he's hiding, they go through this old house because that's like the entrance down into the sewers.
Yeah.
And at that point in the movie, that was the first day the kids saw Bill in full garb.
Yeah.
And like they had seen him before when they did readings and stuff, and he had done the voice, and they were like, all right, this dude's pretty scary, but we're gonna work with him. And they didn't tell the kids where he was gonna be in the house. So one of the kids, like on break, was just messing around with the set, and when like they said, okay, explore the house. And they didn't tell the kids where anything was. And somebody went over to the fridge and opened it, and Bill popped out and scared the ever-loving shit out of all of them. And they filmed their actual reaction of their first viewing of the clown. And I thought
Oh.
that was sick. And I'm just like, yep, can confirm. Absolutely terrified. The scariest scene for me was that fucking projector scene, because they put that scene in the trailer. And I
Yeah.
was like, I know it's coming. I know exactly what's coming. And I could just feel my entire being tensing up. Like I was ready to vomit. And then when it popped out and it was just like, ah! That moment, I think that's what horror is like trying to go for. That moment of, I'm gonna die. Yep, there it is.
Oh my god. Apparently they also hired a contortionist to play Pennywise for some scenes. Which doesn't surprise me, considering.
It's fucking terrifying. Stephen
Yeah.
King's work is just haunting. And what's really fucked up is a family member of mine gave me the book after I saw it. And if you read it line for line after the movie, it's fucking scary how good Stephen King of a storyteller he could be. Like, oh god. The way that man writes, like you visually hear and see and smell. Like he's just so good at what he does.
Man, I honestly haven't picked up anything from Stephen King in a while. I was thinking of getting into the Dark Tower series, but I haven't really like decided to pick up any like horror books from him because like I don't know. I guess it's because I'm a pussy for it and shit. But anyway,
Dark Tower isn't so much scary, it's just fucking surreal.
yeah, I like surreal stuff though. I like weird. Like I like the weird stuff, you know. But
I'll give you a list. I'll give you a list, Tyler.
out of everything though, guys, like did you honestly expect like a sequel like to The Shining, Doctor Sleep to actually come out like in recent times?
No, I did not. Nor did I expect it to be played by Obi-Wan Kenobi.
I didn't expect Ewan McGregor to play the kid either from the first Shining
So we
movie.
Yeah, he had the high ground, so like we knew he was fine.
Ed,
I'm
like,
way using that joke way too much tonight.
he's got the shinin and he's got the high ground. He's got the shinin high ground.
Shinnin.
Ed, don't you mean the shine? Up, copyright.
Oh yeah, that's right. Because isn't it owned by like Kubrick or something? And like they
Yeah.
could make acknowledgments of the previous plot, but like couldn't hint at certain shit that he did on the camera. I don't know.
I don't know, but like apparently from what Vinny says in chat here, Stephen King hated Kubrick's version of The Shining.
Immensely.
He but then again like
Cut out so much.
yeah, he did cut out pretty much, but like I feel like Kubrick, like whenever he works with something, like he just feels like what's better for like the overall thing, you know. I still like this
To make it a better movie.
make it
Yeah.
a better movie. Because that's the problem, like that people I don't think like that. I feel like people don't get nowadays. You can't just like. It's really difficult to just word for word recreate a book, like, and make it into like a movie. Essentially, you know what I mean? Like you have to.
Yeah.
Jackson movies, and look what happened to Percy Jackson.
Yeah.
Do not
I'm-
speak of that, please.
I didn't. Hey, look. I said they had to make edits. I didn't say all the edits were good. All right. That's like, dude. Do you want to know a travesty, dude? Fucking look at Character Freak. Like that was the fucking worst. like out of
I want to
all
read
of
those
them.
books. I never did.
I liked the books actually as a kid, really. So that's like it was one of my favorite book series of all time. I was excited for the movie and shit. And dude, they fucking butchered it to shit. Do you want to know who they got as Mr. Crepsley, the apparent like mysterious vampire lord and shit? You'll never fucking
Yeah.
guess. Fucking John C. O'Reilly from Step Brothers. I
I
shit
thought
you
that
not.
movie was a comedy.
It was not supposed to be a comedy. The first book was supposed to be a very emotional, like a tragedy to happen and to befall him, where he had to give up his humanity, and basically for like to go travel to save because he wanted to save his friend's life. So he had to fake his own death, and all his parents like figured he's dead. He has to live the rest of his life now that thinking his parents are dead while he lived on and shit. And then later on the movie is just like, oh, actually no, I'm actually fine. I'm actually just a vampire, mom and dad. They're just like, oh, okay. They fucked up the powers too so badly in that I've never seen somebody bastardize a fucking book so badly. I like how they brought back Stanley Kubrick back from the dead to help promote it. I'm sorry, what? How for Dr. Sleep? How is that possible?
What the fuck are you talking about, Vinny?
I don't know either.
Yeah,
Hmm?
hi, we're here. Tyler.
Yes.
Okay.
We're still alive. We're still going. We're still strong, I guess. Still awake, at least I hope.
Yeah, we're still jamming out.
Mostly.
Alright, any closing topics anybody wants to discuss before we end?
What is actually
Oh,
gonna be
we're
our
already gonna end.
next
What was that?
What's gonna be our next topic is actually my question.
Well, next week's topic is going to be up for debate, I would say, because I'm not really thinking of a topic right now currently that we can discuss for next week. So we'll have to discuss that and make an announcement in the Discord server for a later time.
For now, what was the last thing I was gonna say on horror?
Last thing you wanted to say on horror?
I think, yeah, I think the last story I was gonna say is like something. Some of my little cousins. I was watching a movie with them way back.
Why were
when
you
we
watching
were-
a movie, a horror movie with your little cousins? What were you trying to do, Kevin?
Okay, first of all, I'm not the best role model. Skip that out of the way.
Long as you're aware, pal.
Like I got them started on South Park when they were around like what 6 or 7, so
Mm.
the best role model. And okay, first of all, this is their little dumbass's fault because I was like, "Oh, Paranormal Activity." I hated this movie because it wasn't even that funny, like that scary. They're like, "Oh, we've seen it. It's not that scary." And I was like, "Sure about that?" Like, "Yeah, you want to watch it?" And I was like, "You know what? Fine, we'll watch it. But if you little fuckers get scared and don't leave my room, I'll literally push you out and lock all the doors and make it super dark in the fucking house." Like, "Oh no, we'll be fine." As soon as the movie's over, I'm like, "Okay, I'm tired. Get the hell out of my room." And they're just fucking terrified in the corner, and I was like, "Get the my room." While they were there, I was literally terrified the shit out of them for a good 2 hours straight until they like pissed themselves and left. I'm not lying, they both pissed themselves and they literally ran out of my fucking room.
Oh my god. Jesus Christ, dude.
Like, Paranormal Activity, see that fucking scary. They fucking fucked out.
What the fuck, man? Oh man.
Whenever I bring that up, they always stare daggers at me. They hate me for that. I was like,
Oh.
it's not my fucking fault.
Oh man. Not your fault, man. What can you do? Definitely not your fault.
I just turned on the movie. They happened to be in the room while it was on.
Exactly. That's what I told my fucking. Yeah, that's what I told their mother too. I was like, "Hey, I turned the movie on, and they just happened to be there, so it's not my fault that they just got scared." Left, but they didn't.
I remember one time I managed to get my little sister to watch The Room.
That's
You
not a
got her.
horror movie. That's a comedic masterpiece. What are you talking about, Zero?
That's a
She hates it.
tragedy.
She
You're
hates the movie.
tearing me apart, Lisa.
You're
Yeah, I
tearing
don't
me
know how I
apart,
found it.
Lisa.
but like I got her to sit there, watch the entire thing, forgot about it, and then by the end of the movie, she was like, "I fucking hated it. I'm never gonna take any recommendations from you ever again."
Well, I think
Fuck.
that could be our topic for next week. Worst movies you ever watched?
There's different movies called The Room, apparently.
Let's not-
Well, there was the other time I made Tyler watch the Emoji Movie.
I will never forgive you for that. That was the worst film I've ever seen.
Which
What do you
one?
mean? It
The
was
Emoji
amazing.
Movie.
It was an
Why? Why the
amazing
fuck
movie.
would you watch that piece of hot garbage?
Because he
It is
dared me
so
to.
good. It is a cinematic masterpiece, and I didn't dare you to. I dared Alex.
Yeah, masterpiece in my ass. I watched like a good 5 minutes of that movie. I was like, okay, this is shit. And then the shit emoji walks past my screen. I'm just like,
We
They
watched
got
the entire
Sir
movie.
Patrick Stewart to voice the poop emoji.
That's glorious.
it's like a bad movie.
What do you mean? The Emoji Movie was a fantastic movie.
Vinny says the best thing in my right here. The Emoji Movie walked so Spider-Verse could run. What the fuck does that even mean?
Those
Who the
movies
fuck
are
on the
underrated. Like I
What?
said,
I
Emoji
need to
Movie is
read
a
that.
cinematic masterpiece. Okay, it had perfect voice acting, great jokes, the animation was great, and the product placement was spot on.
My fucking my favorite scene with Patrick Stewart is when he ran out into a backyard in a movie one time and announced, not literally like yelled into the air, "You motherfuckers are gonna kill all my lilies," and started shooting into his pool with a fucking 9mm.
The hell?
And then I just thought to myself, this man is knighted, and he did that. This is a knight in England. Fucking love that man, though.
This is terrifying to actually learn. Car falls off from sinkhole in East Village. Fuck.
What? East Village?
This is something on Facebook right now. Apparently, there's a massive sinkhole in the East Village right now, back where you guys are, and a car fell into it. It just fucking opened up.
Holy shit.
The world is ending. No. Yeah. Fucking
Okay,
cool.
let it be stated on the record that I had nothing to do with it.
Why do you have
On the
to say
record,
that, Zero?
Zero is obviously hiding something. What are you hiding there, Zero? Tell the audience something?
No.
What did you do? Did you do something?
I did absolutely nothing wrong.
Wait a minute. You bought $400 worth of fireworks, huh?
Yeah.
You sure you have all of those fireworks? You sure you didn't plant some of those?
No. Like I said, I have been a good boy today, and I haven't done anything wrong.
What's your take on opinion? What's your take on it? What do you think?
I think he's full of shit.
James?
Yo, why are you
I
always
think he's
shouting?
totally
I am
full
a
of shit.
child of God, sir. I have been nothing but good.
We all are,
literally-
Zero. Water is also wet. What's your fucking point?
You said... You
That I
also
did
say...
nothing.
You also say, literally almost as your daily mantra, I'm gonna build a tower to fucking punch God.
Other than that,
You also have
I
a
have
Ouija
no-
board.
Does he have a Ouija board?
no, I don't. Secondly, it's a fucking toy
Don't
to learn
fuck
your
with the dead, man. They're already dead. Leave them be.
No,
like, why would-
fuck you,
why-
my army.
Why would the dead want to bother talking to you anyway?
Ooh.
Because they know about the tower. Clearly, I
And the
met a
tower
lot of
god.
pissed off people.
Is he gonna get off because my laptop is like starting to like overheat itself?
All right.
All right.
All right. So, everybody good?
I think we're
As
good.
good as we're gonna get.
Keep on that topic though. Like, worst movies.
Worst movies?
Might as well, since I have like 5 movies literally already lined up in my head.
Worst horror movie or just worst movie in general?
Just worst,
Worst
movies.
movie in general. Something you would never sit through again as long as you live sober.
I can't. Yeah, I would have to agree with him. We both saw the Slender Man movie, and it was the worst thing I've ever seen in my whole fucking life, man.
There's a Slenderman movie?
Don't
Yes,
even.
don't watch it.
It's shit.
I don't play art.
It is the
We
worst.
watched it so you don't have to.
We watched it so you don't have to. Yes. Use the
Listen,
use
if
the
it was an emoji,
use-
which it technically is.
Harry the Hummingbird's not dead yet, though, Vinny. How are we gonna use the Ouija board to contact him?
Wait, he's still alive? Where is he?
He's still alive, isn't he?
He was dead. Wait, that guy, he's actually still alive? Jesus Christ.
No, wait. I thought he was.
Excuse me, Mr. Watson, if we could have a word, I would greatly appreciate knowing who was the person who took on the greatest bro fucking bro pact in the history of the earth, who actually kept your time for you and measured the distance.
Okay.
And who do you have to contact in order to get that acolyte registered?
And that was at least maybe 30 minutes before we mentioned Harry the Hummingbird Watson in the stream.
We did it, boys. We made it a whole 30 minutes.
We made a whole 30 minutes without mentioning the man, the myth, the legend.
On that note, dudettes and dudes. Yo, have
Everyone,
fun.
dude,
Talk to
Kevin.
y'all.
All right.
Like
So,
and subscribe this podcast, and if you don't, I will literally find where you are and use my shining forehead attack to hurt you.
all right.
I thought you were going to use the shotgun.
Shining forehead.
Shining.
Okay,
forehead.
Kevin.
All right. So anyway, with that being said, thank you all so much for stopping by and listening to our podcast. We hope to see you again next week for our new topic, which is unannounced, but we will announce as time goes on and we figure out a topic to discuss for next week's podcast. But as always, click the like down below, leave a comment, and tell us what you think. And as always, we all hope to see you all again for next week's podcast. This has been Tyler Mystics, James, Kevin, and Ciro. And we hope to all see you all again next week.
I'm going to go watch Kush Kush.